Well, well, well. It looks like the tariffs are actually working. Deficit falling, projections of the deficit going way down. It's not looking good for the other side that's not happy about tariffs. Oof. Roll the intro. So welcome on back to the news with TK. And I got to tell you guys, man, the president was right on point with this. Looking at the numbers that are coming in now, the other side, the Democrats, are in a panic. They're looking at the same numbers. And here's the thing about numbers, right? Like if you walk in, I thought I had my wallet. If you walk into a place and you pull out $500 and a product costs $500, that's what you pay, right? If it's $1,000 and you're $500 short, you have to finance that $500, right? If they offer that. Well, the numbers are what the numbers are, and the deficit under this current plan and how this is currently working would rapidly decrease. I'm going to let the president explain this to you in his own words, and then we're going to come back and follow up.
Mr. President, on China, your press secretary has suggested that some progress is being made. Are negotiations actively underway? And do you agree with Secretary Bessent, who has suggested that the current standoff with China is not sustainable?
We're doing fine with China. We're doing fine with I think almost every country. Everybody wants to have involvement with the United States. As you know, we were losing $5 billion a day when during the Biden administration, during that last year, was a horror show what they were doing on trade. $5 billion a day. And now we have it down to a very low number because we're getting 25% from the automobile industry, from autos. We're getting 25% for steel, 25% for aluminum, and we're getting the baseline of 10%. And think of it, we're losing almost $2 trillion on trade.
So as you see there, from what the president said, in 2 weeks since having these baseline tariffs, the estimates are the United States would collect between $300 to $600 billion a year, bringing the daily deficit down to almost zero, because we have a daily deficit of around $5 billion in trade. He's even talked about doing some great things with China, bringing that baseline tariff, which is at like 145. I know they said they were going to raise it to 245, but bring it down to 50%. Now, I've been all over Chinese social media. I've seen the things that are saying Trump is chickening out or whatever, and that's CCP propaganda. And this is the Chinese way to say they saved face or didn't have to look bad, and you're not going to see the president say anything about that. Now, some in the mainstream media are going to try to push that narrative, but when he negotiates, when this deal ends up getting done with China and India and Japan and South Korea and the EU, and that 10% baseline tariff is there, and that deficit in halfway through his presidency comes down. Like, I'll give you an example. If he's able to delete 5 trillion, that's a big number, but let's say he deletes 5 trillion of the deficit. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think you can try to badmouth, say whatever you want, but corporate media is about money, and they're going to ride with the policy and the side that they think they can make the most money on. And while you may see the legacy media now be vehemently anti the president, I think if this strategy is working, deficits going away, people are getting more money, America is becoming more prosperous, you're going to see that rapidly change. And I have a separate video on new media and how legacy media is losing their proverbial shit over the fact that people like me and others have White House press passes now. Yeah, funny. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think with the revenue being much higher than expected, I think other people in the GOP side, right, on the Republican side, are going to give Trump a lot more leeway now. A lot of those deficit hawks are going, wait a minute. What's going on with, seeing what he's doing and what he's getting put together here. I think it could be huge. And I think we'll see a lot more of that traction and what's happening in the next 3, maybe 6 months at the most. We'll have very solid indicators. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.